You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Radio Central with another random talk. Gentlemen, as things out here in California start to open back up ever so slowly, some of the restaurants are doing dine-in now, even though, personally, if I do dine-in, I'm going to go back to my old ways of taking the furthest seat in the back. That way my back is against the wall. Got to keep your head on the swivel for crazy-ass people running around. But with that being said, a couple of days ago, met an old buddy of mine. Now, his wife and the meat sack are still cool with each other. But me and this cat, we haven't had the chance to actually sit down and chop it up for a couple of years. So we end up meeting at the restaurant, and he's on the same thought process as I am. All the way in the back next to the emergency exit. So we get to chopping it up about, this pandemic and how people are so brainwashed insofar as going so overboard with the masks and all that. Yeah, we figured it all out, and plus we talked about the unfortunate incident that started all these riots and what that truly means. He's on the same page as I am. All of this shit is part of one big giant plan. It is. But, of course, we started talking about women and just how horrible and insufferable that they've become. Now, one thing I want to throw out there. A lot of single cats think that a lot of married cats don't understand the new game and how it's played. Wrong. A lot of married guys observe what's going on. Yeah, we're not actively hunting. However, a good hunter always keeps his rifle well oiled, if you get my drift. So we start talking about how so many women are still wearing yoga pants and all that stuff and all the negatives that come with it. But then I told him about how I've moved out and how me and the meat sack have essentially stopped living together. But then he said something that kind of caught me off guard. He says, as soon as I start talking about that, my whole aura just changed. Well, what do you mean? Say, I got to be honest with you. Ever since I've known you, I have never seen you this happy, this content. So then I just broke it down for him. Yeah. I live in a small studio apartment, but I have peace and quiet. This whole pandemic for me was the blessing that I needed. I needed to get away from her. I needed to get my own place, and I needed peace and quiet. So for me, the shelter in place order was a godsend. And he was like, yeah, I can tell. You have achieved true happiness. Do you, brother? Do you? So then, I told him about my waifu. And he was like, well, you know what? I don't blame you in the slightest. Because he was talking about, well, he asked me about certain things, the meat sack would say. I said, yeah, they all come from, I said, when it comes to women, they all go from the same playbook. Now, the meat sack's been trying to inquire about, how have I been? What am I doing? And I'm just like, you know what? At this point, listen, I don't care about you trying to pretend that you actually care about me. All right? Yeah, when it comes to family gatherings, we will do that. But beyond that, essentially, I want nothing to do with you. Now, of course, as soon as the openings started, she's been trying to inquire. I said, listen, let me cut you off right there. Let me cut you off. You already know I have a sex doll. And if I just so thoroughly need the touch of a woman, I can go to the Asian massage parlor and get that taken care of. So no, I'm not going to replace you. Because the modern woman, they're just not worth it. They're not. We actually start talking about, the Justin Bieber thing, him being Me Too. Yeah. A lot of men are definitely going to be red-pilled from that. Famous guy gets a Me Too accusation thrown at him on Twitter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of smart guys are realizing if this can happen to somebody like Justin Bieber, I don't have a chance in hell. But yeah, yep. Even he has red pill knowledge now. Apparently, I red pilled him. He's become another R.P.M. So we was talking and, I told him, yeah, the meat sack, she's hitting the wall. But guess what? I don't have to deal with that shit. I really don't. I'm on my own. Life is good. I am truly happy. And it's like, yeah, it shows. You've achieved the level of happiness that the overwhelming majority of married men will never achieve unless they get divorced. But you, it's like, yeah, you found a way to hack the system. I say, yeah, hopefully more married guys will find their way. Not to pretend to be happy, not to put the public happy face on, but to have that true inner happiness and that true inner peace. And it was like, yep, yeah, I can definitely see it. I can definitely understand it. Say, yeah, if my wife gets out of line, yep, she's out that damn door. I ain't gotta worry about it. She can always leave. I said, yep. So of course we start talking about, the younger generation. Guys are figuring it out, how cutthroat women are nowadays when it comes to relationships. We talked about women hitting the wall. Oh yeah, we went through everything. So essentially, I brought him up to speed. Got to feed him a red pill. He asked me, have I outright overdosed on him? I said, shit, I take my daily red pill every day and sometimes twice a day. You got to take that red pill every day, man, because these women out here, they're becoming more and more entitled and insufferable day by day. And yet they still want to go to their old playbook to get more men into falling into line with what they want. No, gentlemen. No. Do what you gotta do. Treat yourself. Always keep your head on a swivel if you're going to deal with these women, which is something else that we had to talk about insofar as trying to school these young cats. And he was on the same thought process that I was. If you're going to deal with these women of today, pretty much the only way you can deal with them is through brutal honesty. Let them know up front, this is just a sex friend or friends with benefits arrangement. Don't bother trying to run game. Don't bother trying to sell dreams or anything like that. Let her make the choice. And if she makes the choice, do not give her anything beyond that. Do not try to turn a Tuesday night into a long-term commitment. Don't do it, gentlemen. Personally, I say this. If you just want to get your pipes cleaned, just pay for it. Just pay for it. That right there is the easiest way to get it done. Or just get a waifu. But I know, a lot of cats, that's a bridge too far. So, hey, that's up to you. But yeah, insofar as waifu, I showed him a picture of my new waifu. He was like, God damn. So yeah, built that from the ground up. Whenever I go out, I can just set it up. When I come home, I have that feminine form there waiting for me. She puts out and she shuts up. Winning! Yeah, when I said that, man, he fell over. But he's like, it's true. It's true. That's honestly what we want from these women. Just be sexually available and shut the fuck up. How is that not something so easy that a woman could do? If women did those two things, they would save the marriage rate. But we all know feminism it's gone so far off the rails that the vast majority of women have just become way too damn damaged. They are damaged psychologically and they are damaged physically. And he said the same thing that I said. There is no way in hell I would ever try to be in another relationship with one of these modern women. Nope. If I need to get my pipes clean, I know where to go. I said, yep, just pay for it. You know? And it's funny. He said this. I didn't. He said, if you really think about it, you're paying anyway. If you're trying to date a woman, you're paying, but you're not guaranteed to get the booty. If you go to the massage parlor, you're paying for that. At least you're going to get exactly what you want. So, but then again, us married guys, we're paying all the way out. I say, yep, you got it. You figured it out. You figured it out. You're paying to deal with a woman anyway. It's just some forms that society make money off of are the accepted forms, as opposed to just, outright prostitution, which honestly, I think that is the most honest way that a man can get his sexual desires met with a woman, and she can get resources from that man. But as we all know, the moral police, no, that's so wrong. Real men don't pay for women. Get the fuck out of here. But yep, things are definitely starting to become way more interesting. Apparently some of the titty bars have opened up. A few of the massage parlors have opened up. Yeah. Yep. Things are definitely getting interesting. And this cat, he's like me. He stays on top of shit. He stays on top of the news. He stays on top of things that are trending. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This cat is definitely another R.P.M. Well, gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. And ladies, married, long-term relationship, or not, men are figuring out your game book. Men are figuring out everything that you're going to say. Men have gotten the playbook, and you keep giving it to us. Oh, well, ladies. Oh, well. And don't forget, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism is definitely against the ropes. And the more you put out to the public, the more men like me are going to be able to red pill other men. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am